It seems like all companies are trying to push the limits of how capable you can make a firearm in the absolute smallest package possible. And the best example of that has to be the JTAC Industries Elf Owl in 6mm arc. Despite what your wife or girlfriend may have told you, sometimes smaller is better. And a small, compact size is something that the JTAC Industries Elf Owl delivers in a big way. And this thing is small. As I have mine configured, it is only 21 3/4 inches collapsed and about 27.5 to 29.5 inches long extended. Also, as I have mine configured, it is also weighing in at only 6 pounds 1.5 ounces. The Elf Owl is diminutive in size, yet delivers big in features and performance. Because I'm not sure there is a smaller 1,000-round capable bolt action in existence. In a nutshell, that's what excites me about this package. It's small, but it packs a lot of power. You no longer need a massive rifle to reach out to distances like 1,000 yards. While the Elf Owl platform is phenomenal, you also have to understand what's under the hood, or the cartridge, that is giving this small platform all of its capabilities. When Hornady developed 6 ARC or 6 Advanced Rifle cartridge, they wanted to see if they could develop a round that would have the long-range capabilities and deliver energy on target similar to a .308, yet feed out of a standard AR-15 platform. The idea was the constant, I want the power of the .308, but I want it to fit in my AR-15. Basically, can I have the power of a bulldozer, but I want it to fit into my sports car? One serious thing to consider is that this would give the shooter 30% weight savings on both the ammo and the platform over .308. And that is a pretty big deal if you have to hump it through the mountains of Afghanistan, but not as big a deal moving it from my truck to the shooting line, but it still is appreciated. Hornady took their 6mm projectile, which has a very high ballistic coefficient. That means it's extremely aerodynamic, and combined that with a 6.5 Grendel case, giving that 6mm projectile the most case capacity it could have and still fit into an AR-15 magazine to get it to speed.
Got it, dead center. Freaking sweet, huh? Nice. You good? You want to take one more?
Yeah, maybe I should end on a...
Yeah, isn't that a good note?
Positive note.
That was dead center, so hold exactly the same. God, right next to it, almost touching. Dang.
They also found that the round has very impressive capabilities out of smaller barrels, and it significantly outperforms .556 given that both calibers have the same barrel length. So out of this 11.2-inch barrel, they are able to push the Hornady 108 grain round at just a little over 2,300 feet per second. So given that velocity and that weight bullet, you're going to fall subsonic just past 1,000 yards. What all this translates to, if you're not a ballistics nerd, this little tiny gun is capable of making 1,000-yard shots, and it will deliver more kinetic energy with far greater range than .556 out of the same barrel length. Using this round on longer barrels, it approaches energies of .308 with far better ballistics, but that's a topic for another day. If you can't tell, I'm a huge 6-ARC fanboy, and this, at least in my opinion, is the most effective round, all things considered, that fits into the footprint of an AR-15. I'm also a huge fan of the JTAC Industries Elf Owl, and while I like the 6-ARC, if that's not for you, they offer several other calibers that you can get, or you can just get the chassis on its own for your own build. The way it works is JTAC Industries builds the Elf Owl chassis for the Howa Mini Action, which is smaller than traditional actions and is based on 223 size calibers like 6-ARC and 300 Blackout. So this action is smaller than traditional short actions that are based on 308 size calibers. This action, along with the chassis, provides for some very unique features. Howa makes a very nice action, and the bolt is very smooth and easy to work. Being built on a smaller action makes the whole gun smaller and more compact with less material and less weight, and that is evident when you compare it to the bolt of a Remington 700 short action versus the bolt of a Howa mini action. The trigger is good and weighs in at just over 2 pounds on my scale and is very crisp. Everything just works as it should, which is great because something like a bad bolt throw or a bad trigger could ruin an amazingly built rifle like this one. But have no fear, the Howa delivers the goods in every way. The 6-ARC configuration has an 11.2-inch barrel and a 9.5-inch handguard. The rear section comes off, giving you a bunch of different brace or stock options. I have the telescoping tailhook adapter, but you can swap that out for a buffer tube adapter to allow any AR-15 stock, or a pick rail adapter for the attachment of the ever-growing number of braces and stocks that attach to that. The JTAC telescoping tailhook adapter is very well made, stable, and robust. You never get any wobble or any signs that it won't live up to the task at hand. To deploy, you simply pull on the brace and it comes out, and there are also 3 different lengths of pull to choose from. Shooting the JTAC Elf Owl in 6-ARC is pretty amazing. It's fun to have a package that is this small yet have the capabilities of a long-range rifle. You could do so much with this little package, from hunting to target shooting, and it's nice to have something that is this compact, capable of filling those roles, and it's good to know that you don't need some massive rifle to accomplish those tasks. None of that really matters unless the gun is accurate. So here's a group being shot with Hornady 108 grain match ammo at 100 yards. I was really pretty impressed with that. Out of the JTAC Elf Owl using the Hornady match ammo with the MozTec barrel, we got a group at just over an inch. I actually did shoot some better groups than this one, but the day we were filming groups, this is what I came up with, but I think that is very good, all things considered. While the Elf Owl is of course capable of making shots out to 1,000 yards, it just owns distances at like 500 to 600, and it is a ton of fun plinking at those distances. One very exciting option that JTAC may be offering in the very near future is having the JTAC Elf Owl in 6mm arc with the CGS Hyperion 22. The Hyperion 22 is an insanely impressive silencer, especially given the relatively small size. This can is more than capable of handling 6-ARC in a bolt action and should be an awesome addition to the Elf Owl. I am a huge fan of the Elf Owl. After all, this is my second one. I also have one in 300 Blackout that we did a video on a couple years back. These are just awesome little guns in any caliber, and I love that they now are available in 6-ARC. This is an astonishingly capable caliber in a very, very small package. If you're in the market for something like this, I would highly recommend the Elf Owl in any caliber that suits your needs, but you may want to check it out in 6-ARC. It's a very impressive combination. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because like always, we have some really big reviews in the works. What kind of big reviews am I talking about? Well, Illuminated Arms has let us borrow their SIG Spear in 277 Fury. We will have the most thorough video on the gun, the round. We also got some of the military 6.8x51 to test. We will have all this information for you to see what you really think of the military's next generation weapon system. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Guys, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. There you can see what's being reviewed in real time. If you like what we're doing here on the channel and want to help support Alabama Arsenal, the best possible way to do that is through Patreon. These videos can be surprisingly expensive to make, and every little contribution helps and is greatly appreciated. There's also Alabama Arsenal gear available right below the video if you want to go out and represent. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.